Hello beautiful and lovely gamers, my name is Jonal and today we are taking a look at the heroes that I believe that you should be able to play now here in Season 8. And by learning this combination of heroes I believe that this will help a lot of you get out of the situation where you don't know what to do, you don't know what to pick, because if you can play these heroes and if you can to a certain extent master these heroes and focus on these heroes, that will help you being able to swap around and flex around the majority of your matches. Because these are some of the heroes that are easier to quote-unquote solo carry. You have a huge impact with a lot of these heroes. So let's just jump right into it. I just want to clarify there will be a live stream today at 20:00 Norwegian time. That's 8 PM Norwegian time. Link down in description to my Twitch, which also have all my time schedule at when I stream. Also, of course, I announce it on our Discord server where our community is, and also on my Twitter. All those linked down in the description, so I hope I definitely see you there on the stream. I will start with the offensive and then move on to the tanks and the supports, and I believe it's very important that you know at least, some of these heroes for all of them, because it's very important you can flex between tanks, DPSs, and even support. Even if you rarely play support, just having that extra in the back pocket, also understanding the supports is very important. So even if you're a DPS guy, you should know tanks. If you're a tank guy, you should to a certain extent either know DPSs or support, even though it's a lot of time very easy for a tank player to focus more on just playing tank, while the DPS players should definitely learn tanks and even supports. So let's begin with here. We should always, and I mean always, know how to play Lisa McCree or a soldier. You can pick which one of these two that you want. I recommend knowing both because they are very similar but also very different, right? With the soldier you have this high pressure damage, high survivability and mobility, and one hell of a strong ult. But with McCree you have the chance to shut down any flanker, a tracer. You have the burst damage which you don't get on that soldier, which can punish much easier. All of a sudden you can just blank and that's 140 in a headshot, right? So you can do way more burst with a Kree and therefore punish much easier, but with soldier you have this extra high damage with pressure and the extra survivability which you don't catch with McCree. So definitely learn one of those, and then there is the Tracer which you should know. You should know Tracer. I'm not gonna mention Genji because Genji has such a high skill cap and it takes so long time to learn him. Tracer also have a high skill cap, don't get me wrong. I've had some mad Tracer mains on me that say that Tracer does not require any skills. She requires a lot of skill, but you should know her because of the fact that she's a little bit easier to learn than Genji. Genji has so much more back mechanically, and she's to a certain extent easier to carry with the high burst damage that she has from her guns and the fact that she builds a pulse bomb, and you can do almost anything with her. You don't need to fight with your team. You can flank far back and harass, you can put off pressure from your team, you can constantly stall a payload, you can do all kinds of stuff with a Tracer which you just can't do with a Genji. And therefore I do recommend everyone to become good with Tracer if you want to do DPS, because with a good Tracer you can do so much, you can carry so hard, and you can almost kill and do anything. So even if your main group is failing, you can play Tracer. If your main group is strong, you can play Tracer, and that is something that you don't get with a lot of heroes. Now, honorable mention is, of course, someone like a Hanzo and a Widowmaker. Definitely an honorable mention, but those, of course, requires insane amount of skill. So definitely take them out if you're interested in them, but remember that they take a lot of skill. You need really good aim to play them. But of course, even though you are in a low rank, learning a high skill hero now will benefit you later up when you get to those higher ranks. So definitely check them out if you're interested. Now I'm going to talk about Junkrat and Mei for just half a second. Both of these are very strong, and definitely check out Junkrat, because even though with his new nerf coming up, I still personally believe, and this is without having tested it personally on PTR, we have never played this on a match, so I rarely speak about PTR on my channel because I have never tested it consistently in matches before. But I still believe Junkrat, with the current buff nerf that's coming to him, he will still be viable. And Mei is that extra thing for you guys that's in low rank that I recommend you guys learning, because you can really, if you play Mei and your friend play Reinhardt, you can defeat most death balls on defense. So I recommend checking out Mei, maybe as a little bit of honorable mention, but definitely check out and try to learn Junkrat, because in defense, that's just key to success. And yes, I know I could mention way more of the DPSs, but it's of course also something that needs to be manageable. So just to recap the DPSs, learn either McCree or Soldier, preferably both, but at least one of them. Learn Tracer and learn Junkrat. If you have those, then you should be good for majority of your situations. Coming over to the tank heroes. Now you should be able to play at least a main tank maybe, and if that so is, then learn Winston. Winston is so strong right now, and he can solo tank, he can duo tank, you can even play hybrid death ball or hybrid dive with a Reinhardt and a Winston if needed, so you can even off tank with him. So learning and being a good Winston is definitely something that you might want to check out. However, it is of course very different to play a main tank compared to an off tank. So if you absolutely don't want to learn Winston, at least learn a Roadhog and a D.Va, which are so strong right now in the meta, so easy to level up with, so easy to carry with, so I definitely recommend those two. Of course, Zarya is something also that's very strong, but Roadhog and D.Va right now, a little bit stronger in the meta, a little bit stronger against dive comp, works great against death ball, and general are heroes that is very, very nice and easy to carry with. Then we go over to support, and I won't mention Mercy as something that you should learn because of the upcoming nerf, and I don't know really how that affects her. It looks like it's a huge nerf, but she still might be viable with that solo res. And I might talk about it when it goes live, but I don't like talking about PTR on my channel because I haven't tested it in competitive, and since I don't have a team, I haven't tested it in a scrim. So because of that, I don't want to talk about her right now. So I'll leave her out, and then if you can, it's not that hard to learn her, it's hard to master her, but check her out if you're interested. But definitely check out Ana, and definitely check out Zenyatta. With Ana, you get, these two are so easy to impact your team. With Ana, of course, you're a good main healer, with actually pretty good and decent DPS. You have sleep dots and nades. Heal denying someone is insane. It does so much to the enemy team. Sleep dotting someone, easy free kill or easy shutdown of an ultimate. And of course, Nano Boost can easily win or turn at least a team fight. Really good on stuff like an offensive map, for example. You can nano boost your Winston, you can nano boost almost anyone, and it will work out greatly. And Zenyatta is almost a must pick in the meta right now. You get Transcendent, which is a saving grace, which can build super fast, and you can frag like shit. If you're good with Zenyatta, if you have good aim with him, you can just frag almost anyone. And as you have seen before, my old team member Hake, which I've talked about a lot on this channel before, when you saw his Zenyatta, you really understand how much impact you can have. So definitely check out Ana and Zenyatta. And if you know all of these heroes, if you can master and learn all this hero, you should not be stuck in your competitive games. You should always be able to at least do some kind of flex around to play, because some of these heroes are good with the team, and some of these heroes are good to play even without the team. And with this, you will have a roster where that you can as good as work against almost any team composition the enemy throws at you. Any situation, any playstyle, you should be able to fit a hero into that playstyle, because you will be so flexible and so strong if you know and can master this hero roster. So I hope that helps out. I'm sorry if I didn't mention your main. I need to also make the list shorter. I would personally like to mention both Reaper, Bastion, and Pharah. I would also like to talk a little bit about Sombra. I would also like to talk about Zarya and Orisa, right? And Moira, but I can't because of the hero limit. So I hope that this helps out, and I hope I see you guys on the live stream. Thank you all so amazingly for the amount of support that we're getting, the amount of subscribers that we just got. Holy shit, that's amazing. But I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely gaming experience. My name has been Joel, guys. Stay positive and keep the enemy in your crosshair.